Surprise. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday, the Monday before Independence Day. You know, the day when all those hundreds of years ago, we Americans bid farewell to British things, British ways, and probably left behind a fair amount of good demeanor, better grammar, and basic civility. I admit it, my Anglophilic tendencies will never stop showing. But it also means that we have tomorrow off, and I think I think a day where we can stay up a little bit later and play a game is a terrible thing to waste. That's what I think. And consequently, I put out a call and I said, "Hey, anybody want to play Ambush Alley?" And a couple of people did. Haz is first. And I like Ambush Alley, and Haz and I actually had a little conversation about this separately. Ambush Alley, for those who don't know, is the game that went on to become Force on Force by Osprey Games, same publisher. And I don't care much for Force on Force. I'll be very clear. I think it's kludgy. It's very kludgy. But I think Ambush Alley is one of the best games of its type. Small, focused, insurgent combat in an urban environment. And when it's stuck to that, it is absolutely awesome. Good evening, Red. Ever a pleasure. Let me get my tweet out. And so the folks who stepped forward, and you'd think that one of them, who is indeed a retired military person, would know better than to volunteer, but I guess he's didn't learn that lesson. Joining us tonight for the game that is called Turkey Shoot, we have Achilles and the Chronologist. Good evening, gentlemen.
Boy, that sounds like Turkey Shoot. That sounds like it's going to be a good day for me.
That is the name of the scenario. I don't make these things up. I just build them. And this is our brand new guys off bases, which we figured out worked very well last time. And it also includes all the setup stands, all the cards. Good. Yeah, we are all ready. So the only thing that Achilles doesn't know now, Chrono has never played before. So we're going to have to sort of help him march through this a little bit. Although that's why I have suggested that he be the insurgents, because truthfully I think that's a little bit easier aside to run, I guess I would say. But today we have vehicles. We have added to our complexity, but we also have a special team, a special weapons team. Where are they? Well, they're right here. Marine snipers. What does that mean for our friend Achilles, who will be running them? They get a 2 dice bonus to their firepower. 2 dice bonus. It only applies to units that are specifically designated as special weapons team, which they are, and have a troop quality of trained or better. Spoiler, they do. Just having a SAW or an AT weapon in a squad doesn't make them a special weapons team. And so they do. They have a sniper team. In addition to the extra dice received for being a special weapons team, snipers may also designate leaders as casualties in a unit in which they've scored a hit. You can only get one at a time, Achilles, but you can designate a leader to be killed. Simply having a sniper attached to a unit does not convey this advantage. If the sniper is part of a normal unit, his dice are simply added to its firepower. Everything on the table is optimum range for a sniper.
Wow.
And we have vehicles. This is not an AFV game. It's not intended to be, but there are some, and we have one. This is one of the rare times when I had to proxy. I could not find an LVT1. So I spec'd out an MRAP, which I have described as pretending it's an LTVP. So there it is. Let's talk about what those stats mean, and I got to get these guys off the table because they're not on the table, and I got my MRAP, which thinks it's a LVTP. All right. Considering the close quarters and the general chaos of urban combat, vehicle movement is anything but a Sunday drive. In broad terms, all vehicles have 2 speeds, just like foot: patrol and cruising. Vehicles use patrol when actively patrolling or rolling in support of dismounted infantry. Vehicles move up to 20 inches when using patrol speed. Then they may use cruising speed. This allows no maneuvers, no turns, and they must end facing the way they started. but they can go 36. So 20 or 36. On the turn that they either load or unload passengers, they may not move. Passengers loading from a vehicle use cautious movement. Passengers loading may use rapid movement. I like that. Get off the thing. There's no game birds, Mother Mary. No game birds. Weapons. All vehicle-mounted weaponry, and this one has a machine gun, falls into one of three categories. Class 1 is the least. Class 3 is the best. It goes down to 0, which is small arms, squad support, etc. You will see, I'll save you all the pain, that this vehicle has a firepower class of 2, which is equivalent to 3 dice. What does that mean? Oh, and their armor is rated in 4 classes, 0 to 3. You will see that they are rated against each one of these classes. They are class 1, which is 2d8. What does this mean? When attacking armored vehicles, it is important to compare the weapon's penetration to the vehicle's armor rating. If the weapon class is less than the armor, they can't get in there. If it is equal, they get half firepower, round down. If it's reduced below 1, it is ineffective. And if it is greater, then it inflicts damage as normal. So remember, this is a class 1 vehicle defense. Most of the weapons that the insurgents have are small arms. Okay? So as a result, they will not be able to penetrate this vehicle. They just won't be able to harm it. The exception...
RPGs?
Yes, you just got there. The exception is the RPGs and the possibility of getting an AT RPG, which is a fairly remote chance for our friends the insurgents, but it is possible. So those are the only 2 things. The small arms just aren't going to get there. For each penetrating hit scored against the vehicle, the defender must check to see if the vehicle has sustained any significant damage. This is used by rolling on their reliability die type. We will see that our vehicle has a reliability die type of a 1d8, and it must roll a 4+. If it fails, it rolls on the breakdown chart, and we go through what that is should that occur.
Those are the thing marked as survivability.
Correct.
Or is that a different?
That is the thing. Yep. They switch between those 2, unfortunately. That's it. Those are all the vehicle rules in the game. Obviously, you know that you've got the MG on this thing, so it fires 3 dice.
Does it fire 360 or is
yes,
it only
it fires 360.
Okay.
Yeah. So it fires 360, and obviously, if this were a better rendered vehicle, we would see that. But there it is. The mission, as I described it, is called Turkey Shoot, which inspires Achilles. This makes him believe everything will be excellent. A mobile sniper team consisting of 2 Marine snipers supported by a recon squad has received orders to engage high-priority targets from the southern flank of an evolving engagement between a Marine company and a large number of insurgents bolstered by foreign jihadists. The mobile sniper team will find an appropriate position from which they can engage and neutralize insurgent command and control elements and special weapons. The recon squad will escort the team into position and provide security for the snipers once they are in place. The recon Marines must escort the snipers to the indicated building. What is the indicated building? This one right here. Well, you didn't think I was going to make it easy on you, did you? That is the indicated building.
Building somewhere off the map.
Hey, you've seen a bridge too far. Where's our landing zone? About 3 miles this way. They must keep the sniper team alive in the objective building for 3 turns, during which the sniper may not fire on any onboard targets. The sniper is assumed to be firing on leadership assets off the table's edge. As long as one member is alive, the sniper team is alive. You must escort the sniper team off the south side of the table once the mission is completed to complete the mission. Keep casualties to a minimum. Don't laugh. Chrono, let's introduce you to the concept of hotspots, which we'll just call spawn points for the lack of a better term. I love these markers. I forgot I found these things. This is where your boys come from.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through there and determine what our hotspots are. I want to make sure. At hotspot 1, you've got a leader with an insurgent with RPG, correct?
Let me see. That looks like it. Yes, that looks correct.
All right, and over here at hotspot 2, I believe you will see you have a leader with 6 insurgents, all bearing small arms.
Looks to be the case.
Okay. And over here we have at hotspot 3, I hope we'll see a leader, 4 insurgents, and a light support squad automatic weapon.
Looks like.
Here it is. Good. Excellent. And then finally at hotspot 4, we have a leader with an RPG and 4 insurgents with small arms.
That looks correct as well.
Excellent. Okay. This insurgency level of this game is 4. At the end of each turn, Chrono, you're going to roll a d6 on a 4 or less. 4 or less, you will receive new fighters from a random hotspot.
Okay.
To determine what they are, you will roll on a table that you will see sitting at your place. You're going to roll 1d6 for everybody that doesn't get a leader. On a 1, you get to replace one of those units with a leader. Otherwise, they are leaderless, which is a problem in this game.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. You have a partial recon force Achilles, a corporal. It could be no one other than, and it's the birthday boy. It is his birthday. Corporal Ian Jackson. Happy birthday, Ian Jackson.
Happy birthday, sir.
He has 3 fire teams composed of 2 riflemen, a rocket grenade launcher, a rifle grenade launcher, and a squad automatic weapon. You, unlike the last battle, have a quality of veteran, which is 10, and a morale of 10. So you're 10-10. That anytime you're that powerful, it should suggest be careful.
Yeah, exactly. When they give me this many assets, I'm expecting real trouble.
Your sniper team is 10-10 as well. The recon, the LVTP-1 has a 4-man crew that will not get out of that vehicle unless it's destroyed. They have a troop quality of trained and a morale of 1d8. So they're 1d8, 1d8.
That's before dismount, etc., etc.
Yeah, exactly. All insurgents have a troop quality of 6 and a morale of 10. Your leaders, however, an interesting variation, have an 8 and an 8.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a fascinating little variation. You get points, Achilles, for completing that fire mission. Big points. And if you get at least 1 sniper off, that's 5 points. Unsurprisingly, Chrono, you will get points for wounding, killing Marines, also preventing them from doing their mission, killing or capturing the snipers, and per captive held at the end of the game, and if you immobilize or destroy the vehicle.
Okay.
Our standard turn is pretty straightforward, actually, and it waits for you. And what do I mean by that, Chrono? It waits for you. Achilles is going to move, and he's going to rumble on here, and he's going to indicate his pace of movement. We heard that there are the 2 movements for the vehicle. Oh, by the way, everybody is loaded onto this vehicle right now.
They have to be?
They don't have to be. You can get them out if you want.
I mean, before they enter the board, can they be off the vehicle?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you wish. He is going to move them by groups. And by groups, they have to be within 2 inches of each other. 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
If they move, they're just going to move along. Your guys are then going to seek to interrupt them. Your best power is via interruption. They will either be doing one of 2 things at you. They'll be walking, running, I suppose, driving, moving, that's what I wanted to say, or engaging you in combat. Either one you may seek to interrupt. If you have no leader, you have to roll to activate. If you have a leader, it goes automatically. If you then succeed in your activation, then you have a contest of die rolls. Then you have a contest of die rolls to see who gets to interrupt whom. And then we'll do combat from there. Three. Let me give you 3 key principles in this game. Line of sight is from center of unit to center of unit, not figure to figure.
Okay.
And it's what the preponderance of the figure is. The number 2, and honestly for you, this is the biggest. If you have a unit that is outside of line of sight of Achilles, as long as it remains there, that unit may move as far as it likes, anywhere on the board.
Oh, that's very handy.
Anywhere. Now, you have to show where he's going. You kind of got to trace it. But you can be very general about that. Let me observe. But once it is seen for good. You can't you can't rehide. And the third and final big note, there is no vertical distance in this game. If you want to move, let's say this fella right here wanted to move on top of this building, we would just look at it, look underneath it, and go, okay, that's 4 inches, and he goes up on top of the building.
Got it.
Yeah, there's no vertical distance. It's best to just look from top down, and that'll tell you what your movement is. All right. And distances for firing are measured the same way. A key concept in the game is optimum range, which varies based on the efficiency of your unit. You heard that you are D6, D10. Actually, D10 is quite good, but your leaders are 8s and 8s. Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll have to see what the deal is there. Let me get to my charts, and then I'm going to just turn Achilles loose, and we'll let him turkey shoot and see if... the one thing we did figure out, and my hardest lesson, is that I've been playing this for some time all wrong, because because this is a 4x4 board, it has to be double movement. So all the movement rates you're going to hear are going to be doubled. That's it. Achilles, break them into teams or do what you're going to do. Come on the board. But know this, Chrono is watching.
I am.
And I want to be a little fair to Chrono. I want to hide these guys a little bit back here.
Oh, you put these snipers out here. Is that where they start?
No, that was for dramatic effect so I could take pictures.
Oh, okay.
They're back here where they're either in the MREP or not.
Gotcha.
But they're coming on this road no matter what they're doing.
Yes, unfortunately for them. They're coming in on the road. Okay. First squad. Let's see.
Yes, you were, Has. You were making an LVTP for this reason.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
So do I move after he moves, or I just move whenever I want to?
No, you are going to move the first thing you're going to do is react. He's going to get to do all his things.
Okay.
Then anybody who hasn't reacted is going to move.
Okay.
Okay. First squad.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come in. Well, I forgot what we called them. Is it cautious?
It's cautious, and rapid. Exactly. Well done.
Yeah. Okay. Cautious is 12 inches.
It is.
So they will come in cautious.
And we say they are covered by that wall. Yes, I did it.
Okay.
All right.
Second squad. Oops.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Just move first, dude. And...
He's just taking a nap. Don't worry about him. Okay.
So, Chrono, you can decide to shoot now, or you can wait.
You can interrupt anytime you want, Chrono.
Oh, wait.
I figured you would.
Let's see. That's 6. Corner.
And going over something that was implicit in my earlier comment, what he's doing here, Chrono, because sighting is center to center, of unit, you can't see this guy, he can't see you.
Okay.
He'd be creeping up on you though.
Third squad with Corporal Jackson.
Oh dear.
All right.
%50 chance of breaking down, no doubt about it. I'm just being aesthetic, don't mind me.
Don't worry. And then the vehicle.
Snipers on board?
I'm sorry. The sniper will be inside.
That's fine.
Vehicle. Now, actually, no, they're not going to turn, so that's all right. Let's see. Come back over here. All right. Yeah, and snipers are inside. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're done.
Chrono?
Okay.
What you may now do is activate any and all of your guys, remembering that if they don't have a leader, you must roll for them. But I think all your groups do?
All my groups currently have leaders, so no one's dead yet.
Very good.
Okay, I'm going to activate this group back here with your RPG.
All right.
And they're going to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Get on top of this building.
I'm comfortable saying that they are still invisible. Are they?
I can only see one of those guys.
Remember, it's center. Yes, the question is, can you see his center?
My center goes to
which
right
over to the
there.
left. Yeah, it's going to get cut off. It's actually here.
Yeah, I'm not going to see him till I come around that corner.
Yep. No.
Then activate this group of insurgents here.
Mm-hmm. They're still in invisible mode, aren't they?
And they're gonna just come over here behind this wall.
Mm-hmm. Still invisible.
Yep. And then this group with the machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where do I want to put these guys?
Right.
I'm
No, yeah,
thinking.
that's what I said had, wasn't it? Robert Bout. Robert Bout indicates run it straight down the road. We ain't afraid of no IEDs. I'm assuming you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna put these guys.
No problem.
Put 'em here.
All right. Can they be seen?
Definitely see the MRAP for LVGP, but
Yeah, I don't. I'd say that's it. But that unfortunately will make them seen. They are seen. So they are seen. Others not so much. And you may shoot if you've got anybody, but you have nothing that can hurt that vehicle.
what
So.
is an RPG of AT rounds?
Yes, that guy. Well, he doesn't have AT rounds, but he's at least got a half shot. He's got a. He has a. He's gonna wind. Yeah, he doesn't. We understand that he doesn't have enough to do it because you'd have to gang him up. Because no, that's right. He rolls 2 dice. If you hit him twice, that's right. Because he's a 1 and he's got a medium, he actually rolls 3 dice. So if you were, and it's going to be halved because your power is equal, halved rounded down. But if you manage to get enough unblocked hits through, it would happen. And there's no reason to save ammo particularly.
I'll take a shot at the LVGP then from the RPG here.
Yep. Now your quality is a 6, so you're going to roll a 6, and you need
Well, I got a leader. I do have a leader there. So.
leader does not benefit you in that respect
Nuts.
because he helps you to activate and he helps you to respond, but he does not help you with the other stuff. So instead, we look at the modifiers to firepower. That is, however, optimum range, which is a very good thing. So that's 4 dice, not an interruption, not defensive fire, and the target is not exposed. He is not exposed. So, yeah, that's actually 4 dice looking for 4s.
46.
4d6.
This dice roller on a increment.
Oh,
how
you
that
need
goes.
you need some help.
Yeah, it's kind of being wonky. I'm not sure why.
Let me swap it for you. Now there's
Thank
a
you.
new one. How's that?
That should be fine. So 4 dice. looking
Never
for-
understood that. Anyway.
Only
hit.
1 hit.
Achilles?
Hmm.
So that's 1 cover for you. Now let's remember that we go through our defensive value of our unit. It has an armor value of. It's got a defense class 1, which I believe means it rolls
2d8.
2d8. Yep. 2d8. You got to cover that 4.
Okay.
Is that broken?
Yeah.
Very strange. Now, here, try that one.
There we go.
All right. So let me show you here. Since you rolled that 4, Chrono, that would have been 1 hit. He not only had to roll that 4, he had to beat you.
Okay, so you need to get a
4. He needed a 4 or better. If you had rolled, let's say, a 6, he would have had to roll a 6 or better. Merely covering on a 4 isn't enough.
Got it. Okay.
So but unfortunately, whoosh, miss. Actually, no, hit, but no damage. So they you're out there. All right.
Scratch the paint.
Scratch. This stuff is expensive. Was that it for you this turn, Chrono?
That looks like it for now.
All right, now you're going to roll a 1d6. If you roll a 4 or lower, you get reinforcements on that nice little table in front of you. Oh,
No, okay.
no reinforcements yet. Achilles, move on. You're up.
Alrighty. Well, let's see. The first thing. The first thing is I'd like the MRAP to fire back.
I'd like to interrupt us firing back at me.
To the shock and surprise of no one present. And that's the thing. You have a leader up there, so you do not have to activate. Okay? But now it's just a straight contest. He's an 8, you're an 8. You, Chrono, in order to interrupt, must roll a 4 or better and beat Achilles. Go.
Okay.
and Achilles is going to roll a d8.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Wow.
you beat his pants off, is what you did.
Yeah, you did.
So again, it's 4 dice firing with that RPG.
Nothing. Ugh.
Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Nothing there. So instead, now he gets to shoot back with 3 dice. Just that guy. So his baseline firepower is 3. He is in optimum range for 4. That's it. 4 dice, Achilles. Firing back up there. Nothing.
Jeez.
I'm not.
All around.
I think that was the initial panic setting in. All right. So
Yeah.
so Achilles, he interrupted. You were trying to shoot them. He interrupted that fire. You still may move.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. The LTVP isn't going to move, so.
Okay.
However, these guys are. They're coming
Oh,
over
boy.
the wall.
Oh, daddy.
We'd like to interrupt them as soon as we can see.
Tragically, you've already interrupted.
You can't.
Lame.
Thus the sequence. of
Yeah,
which
thus
I did-
thus
what
the
I
bold
did.
coming over the wall. Yeah. I don't think you want to leave your saw behind.
No, I'm just moving them one at a time here.
Excellent.
Okay. And now they would like to fire up there.
Yeah, let's take a look at those numbers. That's a rifleman 1, rifleman 2. That's a grenade launcher, which is light, so that's 4. 1, 2, 4, 6. Optimum range 7. 7. 7 for force. 4. Now, Chrono, you've got the way your defense is calculated. You've got 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it matters. You just wiped them out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep. You can't match that 7 or 8.
I got my leader. He's an 8.
Oh, that's right. Very different indeed. You are quite right. So, how do we calculate that?
How do we assign hits there? Because
Well, the assigning of hits, I know what the answer is. That I'm not worried about. What I am worried about is how does that affect your ability when the leader and the individual have a different skill level? I am perplexed.
I didn't think it was based on skill level, except for whether he runs or whatever.
It's the die. No, it's the die. It's not his morale. It is his training. It's based on his training. Which, when you tell me,
it was based on morale. I'm a 10. So
you're 10. You're 10 both ways.
If it was based on morale, I could roll and potentially beat that. But
Well,
Yeah.
you can have as big a morale as you want if the bullet goes through your forehead.
Yeah, well, I think that's the I think that's the argument. Let's see here. That's an interesting question. Hang on a second. This I know goes.
Excited to be here till that 30 caliber round just blew the back of his head off. Well, okay.
There we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. What I'm looking for, and Haz, you're out there, I'm curious to know what you would think about this. I've never seen it where it never occurred to me that we would have a situation where the leader has a different ability or a different training from the unit itself, because it's based on those die rolls, whether shooting or not. Big dive into the book, I will confess.
I would dive myself, but I don't have a copy.
Yeah, I know.
Chrono gets the first gold star tonight.
Yeah, he does.
Got him into the book.
Attempted ice. Yeah. I was ready for everything else, just not this. did all that. See if Haz has answered. Haz, you had a comment on the other thing. I could use a comment about this thing. Swear to God, if he went and got coffee, I'm going to be crappy with him. Splitting fire. And by the way, the answer to your question, Chrono, about who takes the hit, it's a die roll.
Uh-huh.
Because it matters. It matters far more to the insurgents than it does to the regulars. Well, what if it's 50-50? That's okay. That actually is helpful in a mixed unit. Per the Haz, it is. He has these rules. You use the majority.
Aha.
But
Well, that does not help us here.
that which is good. That is excellent. Examples of 13, wrong one. Mixed unit morale. Oh, there it is. If a mixed unit has a... Why didn't you give me this one? If a mixed unit has a leader, it uses their morale for all checks. Okay. If a unit doesn't have the leader... Okay, that's for morale, though. Or morale must be thrown against a unit. This is usually covered into... Yes. The following rules apply. That's for morale. If it is with different quality of the majority. If the unit is evenly split, use the lowest quality. Hooray, there's a rule. Okay. Whew. So
I cannot actually cover them, so they die.
Yeah, they're dead. I like it when there are actually rules. Learning! All right, so that was an interrupt, but then you moved and you fired, so that's good, and they're done. Achilles, continue.
Yeah. All right. Next step.
Yeah, no kidding. What would Jervis do?
The rooftop provides some form of cover?
It does. If you don't move, it provides heavy cover. If you have moved, it provides cover.
Can these guys have heavy cover then?
They would have. It just gives you more dice.
Yeah, it only mattered if you were shooting.
If you're rolling those 8s, it would have been huge.
Okay. So this group going up here.
He's looking at you.
I'm
I see Chrono over there. Chrono sees you. You know this.
Okay. They're going to fire on these guys.
Okay, shoot these. Chrono, do you wish to seek to interrupt?
I thought my interrupt was over.
Oh, no.
No, that was
those guys interrupted. You
These
can.
guys haven't done it.
Every unit gets to interrupt.
Okay. Then... Oh, I was trying to interrupt these guys with these guys.
Oh.
I have a machine gun up there. I have a machine gun.
Okay, they were shooting here.
I may not have beaten them anyway, so...
Well, I counted. Well, let's work through this. Let's work through this. You failed in the interrupt, right?
No, I didn't roll for it
He
because you
couldn't interrupt.
You said I
Yeah,
couldn't
'cause-
interrupt, so I didn't roll for it.
Yeah, we thought he was interrupting with the same unit, which had already interrupted.
That's it. I see. So okay, that's fine actually. So this actually works. So Achilles, you come over the wall
Yeah,
and you say you're going to shoot here. Yes.
I was going to shoot them. Yeah.
Yep. And you wound up doing it. These guys shoot. That's correct, Chrono.
Yeah, they were going to try and light him up with this light machine gun we got up here.
All right. In that case, Achilles, you're still going to get to kill these guys, oddly enough. But these guys over here, you got to have that. You have to have a check against, and they have not been previously interrupted. So go ahead.
So I'm sorry. What are we doing?
This
now?
is that
I'm-
D. This is that D8
I rolled a
thing.
1. Never mind.
Oh.
They go first. They go first.
Well, but the interesting
Okay.
thing, yeah, go ahead, but go ahead, Achilles, do that thing.
Okay, so what thing am I doing?
Well, just this is you rolling to see that you. He can't do it anyway, but what I was asking you for was to roll your D8 to check against his interruption up here.
I see. Except he rolled a 1. So
Yeah, so it's a
doesn't-
failure.
Doesn't matter
it's a
what
failure.
I roll, does it?
Yeah, so you get to shoot him first.
Right. Haven't I already killed these guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
they
guys are
counted
dead.
that.
These guys are dead.
Oh,
I just wanted to put them back so I could keep track. All right,
Okay,
so these
problem.
guys here are going to get to do their 1, 2, 3,
Wait,
4.
they're going to shoot at me. Now they're going to shoot at me again.
Yep.
yes.
When you trigger them, they get to shoot. They,
However,
the trick
Does
is
this count? Does this count as one less? Because even though it's only their first interruption, they have already fired.
no, it's because these guys technically are still there. Though, if that's why I put them up there. At the time this happens, those guys are alive.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, this is dumb.
So the result of this, when I
Because
do shoot
you
them,
were
is that
shooting,
they're
you
dead.
climbed the wall.
But now I'm
You,
interrupt.
you climbed the
ending his
wall
interruption.
and declared fire up here, right?
Right. That's correct.
Chrono said, "Oh no, I'm shooting you here."
Yes.
Chrono failed in his interruption, so you get to shoot him up there.
Okay. Gotcha.
All that said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't even get to shoot at all. Then I just sit there and get shot.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You're assuming you're going to
You
get
get to
wiped out, which I don't.
Yeah, you get to shoot back at me with whatever's left alive up there after I shoot.
Okay.
Optimum range. Do you got a?
Yeah, it's going to be 7, I think, because
You've got-
it's optimum range, and I had 7 before when I fired at these guys. So
Yeah, I just got to make sure that you haven't fallen outside of optimum, because obviously that dude is farther away.
yeah, he is, but optimum range is 24, isn't it?
Yeah, for that because you have a saw.
Yeah, exactly. So and it's 23.6.
Yeah,
so, it's
so he's
still
right
up.
there. Yeah, so you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the range. So yeah, 7. That's going to be 7 D8 for 4s.
Right.
5 possible.
5.
The 2 are kills for sure, but we still have to mark this because this is where Chrono being up on that wall does help. How many guys you got up there, Chrono?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, you got 6 guys up there plus 2 for the cover. So you're going to roll. Yeah, that is going to be 8d6 trying to cover his hits.
Okay. I think that covered all 3 of the ones that were not.
So the
deaths.
8 gets through and the 7 gets through, but yeah, you cover everything else. That's why it matters. Because you covered his 6, and then all he's got is these other 2. So what was your highest roll was a what?
I rolled 2 6s
Got
and
it.
a 4.
That's it. Yep. So it's 2 guys dead. Now we check. You got 6 guys up there. Roll 1d6. We'll go left to right. First guy. This dude. And one more guy. And that dude. Okay. Now you shoot back. How many guys you got left?
I have 3 plus a white support weapon.
All right, so that's what winds up being is 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's a leader. Cool. 1, 2. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 for the light support. That is inside. Oh, that's right. Quality for a D6 or optimum range on a D6 is
12.
it's just a stock 12, but he's also got that support weapon up there.
But the support weapon, yeah, I don't know. What
It
the
doubles
support
it.
weapon
It doubles
does.
it.
Okay, so 24 then.
It's 12, 24, yeah, and so it's definitely in range. So that's another +1. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6d6 looking for 4s.
Three sixes.
That's nasty. Our boys here, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. They are not exposed because they're hugging that wall to their right. They're within 2 inches of a wall, is the way the rules read. He also has body armor, which is +1. So that is 5d8, but he's got to cover those 6s.
Are they D8 or D10?
He's d8.
Another D8.
Okay.
Oh, no. You're D10, D10, Achilles.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's right. Yeah, you're
now,
D10
right?
across the board. Spoken like a gentleman, Cron.
Yeah, I thought, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, you need a new roller. Hang on.
Yeah, I need a new roller. All right.
Got him.
Ooh.
But that's how that works. So it's not like it goes for nothing. And then they would finish their turn by doing that. Yep.
Okay.
And now they're done.
No, I would like to interrupt that.
Now we're over here.
You would like to interrupt this business, getting up on the roof? Yeah.
No. I don't want. Why they not shoot at me before I shoot at them?
Yeah. So this is a D8 to a D10, Achilles. Let's remember that. You're at a D10 this time. D8 to a
man.
D10.
All right. D6 to a D10, isn't it?
No, I've got a leader.
Oh, but that's right. The leader only applies to morale checks, so you do have to roll a 6. Remember, it's the majority. Yeah. So Achilles rolled a 9, so he's going to win.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Achilles shoots. Those guys were already on there, so they are going to get cover. I'm pretty sure you're in optimum range. Holy crap.
I think so.
1. So that's 1,
Probably
2, 3, 4, 5.
We're like in shotgun range.
6. Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, that's 7 dice. 7d10 for 4s.
Okay, 7d10s.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What do I have the D8 for then?
You don't. You shouldn't in this one.
Oh,
And
okay.
the LVDP is it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. The
Yeah, that's
vehicle.
right.
The vehicle is
Yeah.
an 8. Yeah.
There you go. I knew there was a reason.
I didn't. 3. Chrono, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for 6s. 8d6 to cover those.
I covered the one that wasn't above a 6.
So the only actually he got a 10 and a 7.
Yeah, so I covered the 4.
So it's just 2 hits. Once again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 6 guys. Roll 6.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Insurgent down. One more.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2 insurgents.
And I have 4 dice. One of them is an RPG, which is a medium weapon.
Which is +2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the range. So you're firing 7 back. It's just 76.
3.
Achilles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 D10, trying to cover those.
You only get cover though. You just moved up there.
Oh, that's right. 6. He gets 1 point of cover, not 2.
Oh, dang it. I'd already rolled 7 dice. Damn it.
Roll. Sorry.
I spoke up as fast
He
as I
did
could.
speak very quickly. He spoke very quickly.
So it's 6 then,
It's
right?
6, yeah, because you did move up there. You weren't